Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live, Thursday night, 7 p.m. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out to watch the show tonight. But I got a great show lined up. If you saw the Facebook post and the YouTube post, you know it's Ron Brown, the one and only Ron Brown. Um, and he's going to be joining us very shortly. And he's been doing a lot of flying down in Jersey. So we'll hear from Ron about that. And I tell you, it's hot. It's hot. And here on Long Island, you can't even go out for 5 minutes and you want to come right back in. It's just brutal here. Um, 95 here, and it was like 102 heat index. So anyway, I stayed in the house most of the day today. But on a brighter note, my gout is almost all better, and I'm gonna go for my blood test tomorrow and see what that shows. But I hope to get out and fly pretty soon because I am really going stir crazy. I did send the Neo up in my backyard and did a little quick flight around the pond and the pool, and but again, it was really hot, so I just set it up. Oh, I did that firmware update too. And if you don't know, there's been a firmware update for the Neo 2. It adds like slow motion and a couple of other things. But I got that done. And I like that little drone. I have it right here. Just happen to have it. You know, it is. I never thought I was going to like the original Neo, you know. And then when this came out, I ended up liking the Neo. So I went for the Neo 2 also. But this is such a great little drone to have available. You don't even need a controller, but I do like flying with the controller. I have the controller in the other room, and but you can, have it take it off and land in your hand. You can do the gesture flying, and it's just a cool little drone. And when people see this flying around, they're impressed with it. They really are, especially when it follows you. You put it into tracking mode. But anyway, that's enough of that. Um, but anyway, like I said, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that tune in. And Dusty, he was number one. He actually checked in yesterday. He really checked in early, and it was good to see that. And I think Angel was number two today. He checked in early, and Captain Joe and John Olson. How you guys doing? Always good to see you. And I know I saw Phil George, DD Fellows. He's in the house. How you doing? And RJ Redding. How you doing, RJ? Good to see you. Um, we got a drone superstar, and I say this about a lot of people, but this guy is really a drone superstar. It's Sean Flynn from Michigan, and he does a lot of flying up there. I look forward to his videos when he's up there. In the summer, but I particularly like the ones he does in the freezing cold, icy water where the lighthouses got ice on them. Uh, I've never flown in those kind of conditions. I don't think I ever would. But I give a lot of credit to John, and I love his videos. So thanks for tuning in, John. But anyway, we got Dale, another drone superstar, new to our little group here. We got to meet him at the South Florida Drone Meetup this year for the first time, and it was such a pleasure. And he fit right in with us. So, and he's coming back next year. And Joel, how you doing, Joel? Skyfly, always good to see you. And we got Sergeant Lee in the house, Sergeant Rock, I should say, and let's see who else. I don't want to miss anybody. I'll probably miss somebody, and I don't do it on purpose. If I miss Terry, Gator Drones, how you doing? Good to see you. But I'd like to name the people because I truly appreciate you watching, really. And I remember when my name was mentioned way back in the day, I really appreciated it. And That's why I try to acknowledge everybody. And we got Brian, Waypoint New England, watching. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. Uh, let's see. And then I'm gonna bring Ron in because I think he's all out of shrimp and lobster. I didn't leave him too much, but anyway, all right. I'm gonna get back to the names very shortly. I'll try to keep an eye out uh, as we're talking. But thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. And I got to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. You know, if you're going to be out there celebrating and flying your drones, do it safely. A lot of guys send them up uh, to film the fireworks. And I noticed a lot of guys lately have been going into the fireworks, and that's taking a chance. Just to let you know, I'm sure you know it already, but you don't want to lose a drone. Uh, that's for sure. So just fly safely, get your shots, and I plan on sending mine up right here in the neighborhood and see who's got the best fireworks in my neighborhood. So we'll see. But anyway, happy 4th of July, everybody. And on a sad note, I have to offer condolences to Jeff Norman, his wife Robin, and the rest of his family on the passing of Jeff's son. Uh, we're thinking of you, Jeff, and God bless. And if you need to talk, give me a call anytime. All right. But anyway, I know we're going to have fun tonight with Ron. Ron is one of the drone celebrities that I always make refer to. And he, just to let you know, well, we'll talk about it when I bring him in. Please give Ron Brown a warm welcome. He's coming to us all the way from Margate City, New Jersey. Hey, Ron.
Hello, Ray, and hello, everybody in the chat. I'm coming from the East Coast heat wave. Usually the rest of the country gets the hot weather, but Ray, we're getting it this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. But I tell you, Ron, you have you were one of the first drone celebrities that I started watching. It was called Drone Nation, formerly Xeno Nation when I started watching. And I
Hmm.
tell you, I learned so much from you and Marcus, and then DeMarco jumped on board with you, and you have a great show. How did you come up with the idea to start Drone Nation?
Well, previously I was part of, Bill Thomas's show. What did Bill Thomas call his show?
Coast to coast drones, right?
Coast to Coast Drones. I was part of Coast to Coast Drones, and I was also part of Bill the Drone Reviewer show. And both, actually, all three of us were on Coast to Coast Drones one season. And they said I should get my own show going to help that kind of help things going. So I said, well, let me think about it. And that was the time the Xeno came out. So I said, well, everybody else has DJI shows. Maybe I'll talk about the Xeno drone. So I wanted to get somebody to come with me. So Marcus is making more Xeno videos than I was. So I contacted Marcus and he would be interested in
Yep.
doing a show about the Xeno. So we did that for a while, and then the Xeno sort of pittered out. So we just started talking about drones in general, and then it basically became DJI because nobody else at some point nobody else was making drones except for DJI. So that's how it all came about. So
Yeah.
basically, I want to thank Bill Thomas and Bill the Drone Reviewer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's good because Drone Nation is one of the well, probably the top show right now that's on our little drone community here that we all take the time out to watch. I look forward to watching it every Monday. And I'm honored when you ask me to be a guest on the show. And
We love having you
like
on,
I
Ray.
said, you have become a great friend, and I appreciate that.
Same thing. I mean, what you've done with that South Florida meetup and getting the community together and being so welcoming to all of us that come down to visit Florida. I come longer than most people, but you do it. You're just a great, ambassador for the community. Showed me around all the good places in Florida. I mean, I value your friendship so much, Ray. I wish I'd have met you, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I know you've been coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I really appreciate it. So does the rest of the Drone Meetup committee and the attendees. They really look forward to you showing up.
And last year, I know you didn't. You were a little, you've been a little down in your health, but even Sunday, I kind of organized a little group that we went all the way. We drove from the Dolman Beach all the way up to Fort Pierce, and then we drove all the way down to Bathtub Beach and hit the House of Refuge. And we kind of did our own little, I'm going to say Hutchinson Island tour on Sunday, and the people that went along really enjoyed it. Marcus and I know Tanya Gale were part of the whole thing, our wives, but a whole bunch of people went up to Fort Pierce with us. We flew up there. We had lunch. We had a great time. So we're probably going to try to do kind of maybe the same thing again next year because it was so popular.
Well, I'll tell you, there's so many great places to fly in Florida, and Fort Pierce is one of my favorite places too. But I don't get up there that much because it is quite not a bad ride.
It's
It's
a
a little
hike,
over an hour
right?
and but it's a great place to fly. And I don't know if you know this, Ron, but they're trying to turn that into a second hub for the SpaceX rockets. When they land, they're going to
Really?
start coming into Fort Pierce.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
plan anyway. And they
I didn't know
received
that.
their first approvals to do that. So that's going to be pretty cool, I would think you
Wow.
know?
Yeah,
And
that
I don't
would
know
be.
if
Yeah.
you've ever seen like the booster rockets. I've seen them up at Port Canaveral. When I went on a cruise, they happened to be in the port, and I was able to film them. Of course, you can't, fly your drone while they're launching a rocket, but it's great to see the
Yeah.
boosters right on the shoreline when they come back and the landing ship, and
Well,
the
we saw the rocket from Du Bois Park last spring when we were
the
at Du
what?
Bois Park.
Oh,
A
you saw the
spaceship went
launch.
off. And
You went down
yeah,
there and
yeah,
you saw the launch. Yes, yes. I remember you
yeah,
telling me
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You
And
do.
I was more people there than I've ever seen at Du Bois. It was packed for that launch.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Ray,
Anyway,
just a little side here. You were talking about the Neo, and remember the very first time you flew the Neo was I had a Neo one at Sawgrass Park in 2004. Remember,
yes,
I had
yes,
it out and I
yes,
let you fly. That was your first time flying the Neo.
yes, yes. I know, and I tell you,
And
I didn't
remember
think I
that
was going to
remember that
like it,
guy
but I do.
remember that guy, the pool guy came up, a guy, a gentleman that did a pool guy for a visit. He talked to us for a whole long time about the drones after he saw us flying that Neo.
Yes, yes. I know.
Yeah,
The Neo is great, and now the Neo 2 is even better. You
yeah.
know.
Yeah. In
Um,
fact, you were talking about the update. I got right tomorrow morning. Folks, mark on your calendars. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. My Neo 2 video will go up. I did the update on the drone and the Fly app, and you don't fly it with your controller. You fly it with either your phone or out of your hand. And it added, like Ray said, well, actually, it added. You really want to say maybe 5 new ways because it has the helix, the closed helix, but also has 4 different slow motion modes that you could do now. So,
yes.
and I demonstrate them all in the video. They're all demoed in the video. And what I did with the slow motion, Ray, is I stood by the ocean, right? So what I'm doing is when it's slow motion, me in the background, you can see the waves going in slow motion. It's kind
Oh,
of cool.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thinking
yeah.
about it, sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the nice thing about the Neo, I was telling somebody, they said, well, about the controller. And I said, well, you know what? I didn't even need the controller at the beach. You know what I did? When I got the drone out of the case, I put it in follow mode. So it followed me down to the edge of the water. Then I put it in those quick shot modes. And then even when I walked back to where I had my gear, I let it follow me. I just had it follow me. I never had to control the drone the whole time. It was either follow me or doing its quick shot modes. So you don't even
Okay.
really need any type of control with this. You can just
Right,
use
right,
those
right.
modes. Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you're walking around, even back and forth, you just have it follow you. Why fly it? It'll just follow you.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's cool. And when you do it, at least when I do it, and people see it following you, they are so impressed with that the thing actually follows you.
Yeah, yeah. They don't even know what's going on. Yeah.
We got another drone celebrity in the chat, John Gregory, Connecticut Pirate.
John's here. Okay, wow.
How
And
you
guess
doing,
what?
John?
John's a big fan of this flip drone.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you like that drone? Well, before you explain that, let me see if I can bring up this video.
Okay, yeah, read the
and
video.
show it, and then you can narrate over the video, and then you can talk about that drone. Now, let me see here. Where is it? Here we go. I thought this video was great, Ron. So
this is all going to be about flying with a controller today, and also you can fly it with the your phone with the DJI Fly app or whatever, and have more control than
you do a lot of narration in your videos
from your hand.
Sometimes I live narrate, sometimes I talk over the video, a little bit
with your phone,
everything.
flying every palm of your hand, all that, putting it up and having a tracking business or whatever. But that's not this video today. This is a controller-based video. Maybe we'll have it track us around a little bit out here.
I actually use the controller. I didn't use the autonomous features in this video. I will make a video where I fly it autonomously.
But this time the video is my buddy Marcus always say, time to get this bird up in the air.
This almost feels illegal.
Oh, we got a commercial.
What I've discovered could save you from a massive mistake that's crushing your body while you sleep. If you're sleeping in a position like this.
All right.
Okay, let's take off here. We're going to take off.
John Gregory, yeah, I'm loving this slip. Actually, it's Marcus's slip. He sent it to me for review. So you know what this is, right? This is right in front of Lucy at the Lucy Grill.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite spots in New Jersey.
Right behind the drone.
It's breezy down here, just sure, but it seems to be holding us down here. We're on course. We're only 3 feet.
You got such a great location to fly right there. Really.
No, I think it's still on.
Not this weekend. That deck would be packed with people or whatever.
It's hot. Yeah, it's not real windy, but there's a little breeze.
You couldn't even get in that deck today, probably, right?
Hovering well. You can look down here and see if it has that drone shadow. Yeah, look, it does.
Look, it's got that drone shadow like the new drones have
here. And we'll rise up to.
You like keeping the zebra stripes, huh?
Well, I had them on by accident.
Right. Okay.
This drone has precision landing, but maybe we'll find out. Let's raise that camera back up again. We're about 14 feet high. Let's get some altitude here.
Look at that location,
move out over the
guys.
area.
This is where Ron Brown flies.
Since, nobody's considered the dunes.
Of course, this is on like June 1st, so it's still kind of cool. So not many people around.
I generally like to get about 100 feet. We're going to look north towards Atlantic City here, so we
I know.
the sun at the back of the drone now.
And I feel so privileged that you took me there and let me fly with you there.
I'm glad you got down to see Lucy. Got to fly there.
I'm kind of on full auto here. I do have the EV down to -3 because I don't have any AND filters or anything for this to keep the exposure out. But otherwise, we're on.
But now in the summer, that beach is packed, right?
Well, today, it wouldn't even look anything like that, Ray. It would be just I couldn't even take it off from that deck because there's been packed with people.
That radar indicator on the left, I know it's not radar indicator.
And this is June 1st, so there's not many tourists around yet.
Not too bad. Of course, the drone is the blue thing near the top there. And you can see kind of.
You know how it is on June 1st, Ray. We're still wearing our jackets on June 1st.
It's not doing bad, So, yeah. Well,
yeah, I'm not familiar with the flip at all, really. So I found this very interesting.
Trying to get back here.
Yeah, I mean, it's it can do all the stuff. It can follow you. It can fly out of your hand. It can fly with the phone. Fly with the controls. It's like the Neo 2. It can do everything. So it's got a little bit better camera than the Neos have. But it's a big drone too. If you unflip it, it's kind of big.
I don't want to go too far because I don't know if it could fly back.
Let me see if I can
which direction the wind was
move it up to where Lucy is.
13.
Yeah, get up to Lucy. There you go. I fly over Lucy at some point.
There's Lucy to the left. And fly back.
That's great too that you got Lucy to fly around.
I know, yeah. You always got to have something to look at, right? Look, and it can even do the tracking.
Here.
Watch it. Oh, I'm doing a drone. I'm doing a circle.
Let's see what kind of quick
shot.
You draw the box around it, and just like the
you draw the box over. It's important to grab some of the ground. If you don't grab part of the ground, it tends to.
Did you hear that tip? When you draw the box, grab part of the ground, or it'll lose the subject after a while.
All right.
Okay. Let's
see, make sure you get part of the ground there, not just the top of it.
Down here, we're going to orbit to the right here.
But you'll see it does a good job with the orbit.
He's on a
keeps Lucy right in the center.
And she's got Lucy.
Yeah, look at this.
Off of the ground. She's holding the study on Lucy. There's the marker showing Lucy's the point of interest.
I should use the
So,
automated
done
features
filling
more on
perfect
my
order
drones.
here.
I don't. I try to do things manually, and they're not near as
Can't beat
good
DJI's
as if you did.
tracking.
If you look
Quick
down
shot.
at the ground, there, I think that it's only 2 cars there, and one of the cars in front of Lucy is mine. That's how slow it is that time of year.
Of course, I always
Yeah.
enjoy, getting some footage of Lucy on these tests.
Now, how high is Lucy? Do you remember?
I don't. I've done for it's not 100 feet.
So we're gonna come
Right.
over the top of
Not
Lucy
100
here,
feet.
over the hoopah,
100 feet, you're flying over top of her.
and
Yeah.
we can draw a box around the subject.
Well, it is impressive to
draw
fly
that
there,
box.
that's for sure. And that really seems like a great
Let's see
drone.
what else we got here.
But anyway, this is
we
just
did
a tease,
circle.
guys.
What else we
Yeah,
got?
yeah.
We got the
If you
helix,
want to
the moon.
watch the rest of that, go to Ron Brown's channel. And if you're not subscribed to Ron Brown, do it. Do it now. So
Ray, I do want to admit, I kind of poo-pooed the flip when it first came out. I was wrong about the flip. I kind of downed the flip when it first came out, but I got to eat my words on that one.
yeah, sure. And the price point is pretty good on it, really.
Hey, John Olson's asking a question, Ray. It's down at the bottom one.
No, I have enough, John. John, I have enough drones.
John says, can you do the same thing with a Neo? John, you can do this. Well, does the Neo 2, can you draw a box with the Neo 2 and track like I did with the Flip? Ray, do you know if you could draw that box with the Neo 2?
I don't know about that because I haven't flown the Neo in quite a while now, and I don't remember.
Hey, John, I don't use the controller that much with the Neo 2. That's why I can't give you a good answer. Yeah. I'm usually flying it with a phone or something like that, or so. Yeah, maybe you can with the phone. Say somebody else out there who's real experienced with the Neo 2. Can you? If you're flying with a controller, can you draw a box around an object? And
yeah, let us know if you've done it.
Yeah.
Well, while John Olson was there, he donated a Neo as a giveaway prize for the 7th annual South Florida Drone Meetup. So somebody's going to go home with this.
Still a great little drone.
Next year. Yeah. Thank you again, John.
And if you can't wait for the giveaway, Ray, it's only $139 now on Amazon.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
You can't.
One of the Prime Day sales, and they're extending it.
Yeah. You can't beat that for that little drone, right?
I know. And it is. It's a great drone. So.
Oh, look, drone Angel. Look at Angel. Angel saying, yes, you can. So he's saying you can draw a box with using a controller.
All right. That's good.
And DD Fells is saying, yes, the RC2 is super camera drone, full features. So Angel and Phil both confirmed you can draw the box when using the controller.
Okay, good.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. So, Ron, I understand that you've been busy lately. You've been working with your drone.
Yeah, we've been real well. I do a little real estate work, but I also help out. We have a website down here called the Down Beach Buzz, and you know how all these little towns used to have newspapers back in the days. Well, there are no small town newspapers. So the Down Beach Buzz covers all the local stories that the little local town papers used to cover. And I help the Buzz out. I work for them for free. They promote me or whatever. But so the town next to Margate is called Longport. It's a little bit smaller Margate, very, very nice town. And they opened 3 city parks within less of a year. So the most recent one is called Beach Terrace Park. It's right off it's right off the dunes, and it's like a stretch of it goes a couple streets, a little stretch of land. And they asked me to take videos and photos with the drones because they're having a great opening this 4th of July Saturday at 10 a.m. So they wanted to promote the site, and they also were still taking donations to kind of finish things up. But Ray, when I first saw this thing, it was nothing but a strip of sand. It's amazing what they've done with this location. Here it is.
This is a nice park.
And that was just a piece of sand. There's a little Zen garden there. But there's the Zen garden with that fountain. You see how close it is to the water? That's Ocean City over there.
Yeah. What a great location for a park, really.
Yeah. You just walk right over that ramp to the beach, or you come to the beach and back. And those benches are real like mahogany or something. They're not that cheap.
Very nice, very nice.
But thanks for playing that, Ray.
Yeah. But anyway, Ron, what seems to be your favorite drone these days? You have a favorite?
For work, I still fly the Air 3S for work most of the time because I like that 3x zoom. Because I'm doing real estate, sometimes I can't get as close to the property as I want because of all the wires. You have a lot of wires up on Long Island around houses.
Yeah, for the most part. My neighborhood here, believe it or not, the end of my street, we had them buried, so they're under the ground.
Well, that is good. When you don't find that too much in Jersey Shore. So I need that 3x lens on the Air 3S to get in close. Plus, I don't use the mini drones much because it can be windy down here. And I don't want those little drones being blown around. So I like a nice heavy drone like the Air 3S. The Air 3S is kind of my work drone. But if I'm doing, again, stuff for just me, like that Down Beach Buzz video at the park, all those low shots are filmed with the Neo 2, you know. And I don't always, I do a lot of local videos and I don't title them with the drones because they're meant for people in the local scene. So I don't put the titles in, but did a couple of my local videos around Margate and stuff in Longport with this drone too, and this drone. So again, not all my videos say they're this drone or that drone because they're really not intended for the drone public. They're intended for the local people. But I use these little drones all the time. And of course, the Mavic 4 Pros still, a favorite of mine, and I still use the Mini 4 Pro. I take that in real estate as my backup drone. I take the Air 3S and the Mini 4 Pro is my backup drone, or little drone if I have to get real close to something. So. I mean,
that's a great drone.
Ray, you know how we talk about people are so sad about this drone ban or whatever? Ray, I'm flying more now than I ever did. The drone ban.
Yeah, you're not letting it stop you, which is good. That's good. Yep. I know a lot of people are taken back with it, and I don't know if they're losing interest. But my excuse is I haven't been getting around that good. Not so much the drone ban.
Right, your health, yeah.
But I want to get back into flying 1, 2, 3 times a week. That's my plan. I got to get down and check on those osprey nests. Mount Sinai Harbor here.
You do. You and John Olson check those out all the time.
Now, do you have a lot of osprey down on the shore there that you go fly to, or no?
Not that I see now. Right offshore, we have what they call like the marshes, and they have nest out there, whatever, but I'm not sure what's nested in there actually. So I don't see a lot of osprey, but maybe I'm not looking right.
Well, I know John, Connecticut Pirate, he's been following his osprey nests up in his area. And I just enjoy watching his videos because I just happen to have one of his queued up. So let me share that. And that's the video of the week.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
looking forward to that.
He found one in a cell tower.
Oh, wow.
Very, very cool. Okay, I don't have to worry about the volume. Yep, but look at this.
Wow, look at that.
Yep. He made a nice little home there. Probably sitting on eggs, I would think, right, John? Well, maybe the eggs have hatched by now. But
so that's why some of my calls aren't going through clearly now.
Yeah, the osprey nest.
That's why my calls aren't clear.
Yeah, but this is cool.
John says 2 eggs.
2 eggs, okay. Yep, that's great. Yeah, I just enjoy doing wildlife. I consider this a wildlife video, and it's great. It really is.
Yeah. Look at Captain Joe. He said I've flown 27 flights in the last 30 days. What drone ban? Good for you.
I know. Yeah, look at that. Nothing stops Captain Joe. I give him a lot of credit. He flies a lot down there in Louisiana.
Yep. And Angel says there's a lot of osprey nests in Sandy Hook, and Sandy Hook's in New Jersey.
Yes, I would think so. Yeah. But I think Captain Joe gets the award for the most videos put out. So,
well, he loves flying that new Avata 360, Ray.
Yeah. Great video, John. And if you want to subscribe, see more of that, go to John Gregory, Connecticut Pirates channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe now. So, but anyway. And I know that John put some photos up on Facebook today of another osprey he found on a lighthouse. So I'm
Wow.
looking forward to that video. So,
Hey, John, were any of those taken with the flip?
Yeah, I don't know. What was that taken with, by the way, John? What drone?
John's promoting the Northeast Drone Meetup in the chat now, right?
Yes, I see that. I'm looking forward to it.
September 11th.
I just happen to have my Northeast Drone Meetup Tumblr right here.
Have it. Yeah. Folks, that's a paid promotion. Ray's getting money to drink out of that cup.
There you go. Look at that. I was lucky, you know. I was able to go up and pick one with my giveaway prize number, and that's what I picked. So
I'll guess what John said. He was saying LO, not the flip. The Mavic 4 Pro took that photo.
Yeah, that's what I figured, John.
Because you need that zoom, Ray. I know you're one of the first guys that really zoom in a lot in your videos. You always use a zoom.
I do. I enjoy it. I don't like getting close to things. I guess you could say I'm a wimpy flyer or a conservative flyer. But
you don't want to get close to the osprey nest. You don't want
to. No, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to bother them, harass them, because the nature lovers, the osprey lovers, will come out third year.
Ray, they put your commission up on the screen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to going to the Northeast Drone Meetup.
Send Ray his paycheck in Bitcoin.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, and I know they got quite a few people signed up already for it too. So
good.
And that's another place. Have you ever flown up in Rhode Island yet, Ron?
I've been to what's Newport, Rhode Island before, but before drones.
Okay, yeah, Newport has such great places to fly, along with Providence, and then they got those trolls up there.
I know Johnny loved that troll, huh?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun down at the troll, But yeah, and John stays away from the wildlife too. Yeah, definitely. So Ron, do you have any upcoming flights scheduled or?
Well, this weekend's so busy. I probably won't be flying now. Saturday, I may take the drone up right above the house. The fireworks are down at the beach. I'm several blocks away, so I'm in a safe distance. Like you said, Ray, I just take the drone straight up and film. I don't even move it out, except going up and down. So that's that's if the weather. If it's a clear night, unfortunately, we got the possibility of rain on Saturday night. So we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, there's too many people around here. I won't be flying until next week.
Right.
And I got I got a review coming out on another drone Marcus sent to me. What's the name of that? A Roku drone. I'm still trying to edit whatever, but I'm going to have a video come out in a Roku drone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm a DJI fanboy, so I gotta say they're not as good as DJI drones.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'll see for yourself in the video, but you're right. Not as good as a DJI. Yeah.
I just don't have the confidence, when I fly another type of drone. I don't know if it's probably a head thing.
Yeah.
But they are. DJI drones are great, no doubt about it.
When I had my Altel Evo 2 Pro, that was a good drone. That was, in a lot of ways it was as good as the DJI drones, but I'm going back to that drone 5 years ago or something. That was a great, and the Skydio drone. It wasn't capable of a DJI drone, but as far as tracking and avoiding, it was just as good as DJI. It was better than DJI tracking and avoiding when it came out 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
It was a solid drone. It was a good drone, but it wasn't very good just for flying around on your own like DJI.
Right.
Yeah.
But listen, let me get back to my little format, my little cheat sheet here.
Yes.
And every week I talk about a tip of the week, and this week tip of the week for me is just if you're going to be flying, guys, check to make sure you don't have TFRs in the area, especially now with this World Cup going on. I don't know how many of you have stadiums where they are having World Cups, but the government or the authorities have been seizing a lot of drones.
I heard it was like two or 300 drones already.
Yeah, I think it's way above that now. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
But again, don't be flying in areas you're not supposed to be flying in. Don't be that guy like Greg Reverdy says from Pilot Institute.
Speaking of that guy, whatever.
Do you have a tip for the viewers, Ron?
Before I get into my tip, since we're on this, let's kind of flesh this out. What's going on with that story that came out in New York the other couple of days ago about a drone flying at what was it 3,000 feet in the air and hitting an airplane?
Right.
But then they've already in the initial thing they brought the plane down. They can't. The engineers can't find that the plane was hit by anything.
Yes, I remember hearing about it, and then I remember the report. So I don't know what happened there,
And
even if it was a bird strike, that would have left some kind of mark or indication.
Maybe. And then in the same day, another pilot said they saw an RC plane that was as big as that was real big. They saw a gigantic RC plane flying around. But I don't again.
And then the media blamed it on a drone too.
Right, they called it a drone. Yeah. But again, I don't think there's any proof on that either. So these two stories got all this attention, and there's no proof. I mean, Ray, you're a former police detective. The proof is what really matters, right?
Yes, exactly. Of course, yeah.
Nobody
let you know, Dusty has a tip.
Proof, right?
Dusty has a tip of the week.
Yeah,
totally agree there, Dusty.
Yeah. My tip of the week is more of a generic one. You said already, if you have the Neo 2, go ahead and get your update done on that. Add those new features to it. And my second tip of the week would be if you have the Avata 360 drone, it got a firmware update, Ray. It added you can do 4K at 100 frames a second now, and it added you could take a photo in single lens mode now too. Okay. And guess what, Ray? It looked like it tried to add compatibility with the DJI RC Pro controller because you could pick the Pro controller now, but when you try to sync them, it kind of goes back and forth. It keeps updating the firmware and won't let it happen. But it looks like it's close. It's like they just need one more update to get the 360 working with the Pro controller. So a lot of people wanted that race since day one, and it looks like it's going to happen sooner than later on that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So hang in there if that's what you want, because they've almost got it working, and I know a lot of people, a lot of people don't want the 360 drone or whatever because of the editing. I understand that, but the app, the DJI Studio app for the computer got an update this week too that hopefully makes it a little bit easier to edit your videos out. And Ray, you don't have to edit the video at all. Like if you could just post the video up on like Facebook and stuff, even YouTube, just as a 360 video, and people can move the video around with their finger on their phone or their tablet or on the computer with a mouse. So you don't have to edit anything. You can let the person move the video around their own.
Yes. Thinking about it, sure. Yeah.
So, and when you do the quick shots on the 360 drone, like if you do a droning on that, you go to quick shots and do droning or circle, you don't have to edit them either. They come out just ready to show. So there are ways of using a 360 drone without getting in there and spending hours on your editing.
Yeah. When I edit my videos, I don't spend that much time, but I do basic editing with iMovie or Light Cut, and I sort of have my format. So, but I really enjoy watching other people's videos to see how they edit their videos.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously the way they fly,
I mean, some people, of course, our friend Alex is Cardo, and some people, they put a lot of effort to the edits. They put all these effects in and stuff like that. They make beautiful videos, but I'm kind of like you, Ray. I'm trying to get my videos out fast, so I'm really not doing a whole bunch of fancy stuff in the video. I mean, I just want to cut it as short as possible. I like the color grade a little bit so it looks good, but I'm not really much for putting a bunch of effects and things like that. And not because I don't like it. I think it's great, but I just want to get the video out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I really don't. I can't really. I don't. I mean, I could, but I just don't want to spend days and days and days working as edit. I want to get it. I want to get it edited. I want to get it posted.
Yep.
Well, here we
Totally
go.
agree. And Rob, I'm glad you put that point up because I was going to talk about that and I completely forgot. You know, but yeah, Rob put up about that NYPD Skydio drone.
Crashed. It went on fire on
fire.
Near a World Cup. Rob, it was a New York. It was a police drone, so it could be there.
Yep, started on fire. Luckily, nobody was hurt, so that's great. So
they got.
We had a question for you, Ron, from John Flynn.
This from John Flynn. He says, "Question for Ron: any impressions on the E filter he can share?" Oh, okay, John. I think I showed the filter off on a couple shows. I don't have it sitting here, but if for people who don't know what the E filter is. It's electronic filter for the Mavic 4 Pro. So you have to buy this filter. I bought it from Evelyn Chan. The filter was never for sale from DJI, so you just can't go to DJI's website and buy it. It's hard to buy. You got to buy it off eBay or something like that. But once you get the filter, so you put in the drone, it's got pins on the back, and the inside drones have matching pins. So when you put it on the drone knows the electronic filter is on there. And you even get extra stuff popping up on your fly app screen, letting you know what ND filter setting it is. There's more controls in there. It's an extra screen to move around. But anyhow, what the point of it is, it not only is an electronic ND filter, but it's a smart filter, Ray. So you know how you have to figure out, well, do I need an ND8 or an ND16? You got to guess really which one's the best one, for what you want to do. We don't have to guess with this. You put the filter on. It's on automatic, but I think it knows what it should be on, and the filter can go anywhere from ND4 up to ND64. It knows what it wants to be on. It just dials in. You could do all auto, but if you like to put sets your shutter and stuff, then it just adjusts to whatever you put your settings in for shutter, aperture. So in other words, you don't have to ever think about an ND filter again. It's going to do it all for you. But if you want to manually override it, you can turn auto off it, and you can set the filter on your own.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
So if you want to go manual, you can. Now, I think what John's getting at is he's saying, well, how's it look or whatever. A lot of people ask me how it looks. I can't tell the difference between using the electronic ND filter from DJI or putting on a Freewell. I mean, I don't see any difference. I don't see any more or less motion blur. I don't see any more or less color shifting. It looks the same to me as using a old school filter so far, but I bet you I've only flown the Mavic 4 maybe 3 times with the electronic ND filter. So I'm giving you not on a whole lot of flights, but so far it performs just as good as a Freewell or anybody else's old fashioned.
I mean, who would have thought that there would be an electronic filter coming out? Would you have thought that?
It never did come out, Ray. DJI didn't release it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for us.
It didn't come out. And people said part of the problem was it's much heavier than the glass covers on there. And they worry about, when you're flying into a headwind, that'll push the gimbal down.
Right.
Well, so far, I've flown on a pretty windy day so far, and I never saw the gimbal go down. So that's not saying it won't happen again. But I think that may have been an issue at first, but we've had a whole year of firmware updates on the drone. And maybe even that gets a firmware update, the filter. So maybe they fixed that as an issue. And Lon said that possibly at ND64 that he saw some color shifting on that. Well, I haven't seen it go to ND64 yet, so I can't comment on that. I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it go to 64 yet. See, the only what's CT Pirate saying? I'm curious. What was that comment again? I'm curious about his weight of it and drags the camera down. I love it though. Yeah, John. Again, I knew about the weight, and it's definitely heavier than a regular Freewell filter. But again, so far I've flown over the ocean with a pretty strong wind one day, and it did not force the gimbal down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe I don't think I was in sport mode flying at 60 miles per hour, which is the fastest drone go. But I mean, I was definitely moving along, but it did not force it down. So, John, when I do see that happen, I will report if I see the filler being forced down by the wind because of the weight of it. You know, but it's definitely heavier than a regular filler, no doubt about that.
I know years ago when I had the Mavic 3, I had put a polarized filter on it, and that seemed to really be the best for me at the time, using that polarized filter.
Especially around water and stuff and reflections.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. But when I sent that drone out to California to my son, the filter went with it. And I didn't get one. I didn't get one for the Mavic 3 Pro. So
yeah.
But anyway. And again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. And if I've missed any comments or questions, I apologize.
Yeah, thanks for the
Ron,
support.
You're good at it. So
thanks for supporting us, everybody out in the chat. Thanks for supporting Ray, supporting my show, Bill's, everybody's shows or whatever. You guys are great.
Yes, they are. No doubt about it.
CT Park said the filler has been great for me for the past 6 flights, no issues. Thanks for letting me know that, John. He's having real good luck with the filler also.
Another thing, and I've mentioned it, and Johnny has mentioned it, but Ron, you were the one. Drone Nation was the one who got me and Johnny together. We were on your show as guests one night,
right?
And we sort of hit it off on Drone Nation, and the following week or the week after, Johnny says, "Hey Ray, would you like to do a live stream with me?" And that's how the Fly for Fun show came about, because of you guys and Drone Nation.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. And didn't you guys start on a Sunday at one point? You guys were on a Sunday?
Yes, we started on Sunday at 3 p.m. Yeah. But it sort of conflicted with the football games at the time.
Yeah. A lot going on now. Yeah.
So anyway, we decided when an opening came up on Wednesday nights, we jumped in that spot. So, but yeah. Thank you for getting us together.
You're welcome. How long have you guys been doing that show now, Ray?
In September it'll be 7 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Look, Jeremy's got his Luna Ultra coming in today. He's pretty stoked about it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Well, bring that thing to the meetup next year, Jeremy.
That's right. No doubt about it. Yep. And he says he's going to bring his robotic dog too when he comes.
Really? Really?
Rove is coming along with the real dog.
Wow.
So anyway, I would love to see Rover running around at the South Florida drone meeting.
I would too.
So anyway.
Look, he said it. Jeremy confirmed down there. He's bringing Rover too. He said it.
Yeah. I know. But again, if guys have any questions for Ron, put them in the chat.
Ray, I do want to mention though, the people asked about the ND filter. I'm working on a video on the ND filter. It won't be out tomorrow. It may not be out this weekend, but I do have a electronic ND filter video coming out soon.
Okay. Yep. Good.
So,
yeah. Well, I learned so much watching your videos, Rob. I really do.
Thank you
explain things very well. You go into detail, and a lot of the things I don't have, so I experience them through you. So thank you for that. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah.
Ray, any updates on the Florida drone meetup? What's this?
Well, it's going. We got quite a few people signed up. Over 55 people have signed up already for next year.
I've got my room book, Ray.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you've reserved your room, because I'm sure we're going to sell out of our block of rooms. And I don't know if they will be gracious enough to add more rooms to our block of rooms, because I'm dealing with corporate this year. But the Hampton Inn and Suites has been great to us. They kept the same rate again for 6 years in a row, $139 for a room, $149 for a suite.
Yeah.
But you have to book it online, and if you're coming, let me know. I'll send you the link so you can book your room and get that great.
And Ray, that's great. They held the price with prices going crazy on almost everything. That they held those room rates down is amazing, Ray.
I know. I figured for sure it was going up this year.
Thanks, Jeremy. He said he watched
Yes.
one of the first videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dale's booked. That's
Dale's
good, Dale. I'm glad you're booked. So, but yeah. But one thing.
He says he's a book online. Oh, he's right. That made it so much easier. Just don't sending me that link, Ray.
Yes.
I agree with RJ.
Yes, it was. It makes it so easy, really. And
I got to meet RJ this year at the meetup.
You got what?
I got
RJ. Yes.
meet RJ this year.
Yes. Yes. I was so glad he came, and he must have had a great time and enjoyed meeting everybody because he's coming back.
Good. He must have been good to him.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
I do have to do my little contest giveaway.
Oh yeah, let's give it.
I can't believe that it's July already, and
yeah,
I have to pick the June winner for the $10 Amazon gift card.
Oh wow!
So the names are in the hat.
Lucky hat.
And let me see. I won't look. I'll just reach in and pick one out, and let's see. Oh, okay. It's from June 4th when Captain Joe was on. It was number 22. Anybody remember who had lucky number 22 that week? But it's Jody. Congratulations, Jody. I'll send that $10 Amazon gift card.
Congrats, Jody. Congrats. That's great.
I know. But and
they're saying rigged in chat, Ray.
Of course it's rigged. So, and in a few minutes we'll do. Well, it's almost that time. So I guess you could put in your numbers now for this month's giveaway: $10 Amazon gift card, 1 to 25. Ron, you're eligible too. You don't know what the lucky number is.
I don't want to do it, Ray. They'll call me rigged.
They'll call it rigged. I know. So, but anyway, okay. I don't see it yet. I usually miss it, but I do see it.
You see it?
And I think Jeremy's the one that got number 3 first.
Number 3.
Congratulations,
Jeremy.
Your name's going in the hat, Jeremy.
I hope nobody says rigged.
So, but anyway. All right. It's all about having fun anyway.
Said rigged already.
It's all about having fun.
Is Jeremy already busy working on the South Florida Drone Meetup geared for this year?
He is. We're going to pick a design. He has already made a couple of them, and the meetup committee is going to look them over and see which one we like better. But just to let you know, Jeremy is very creative. This year, he added the Jensen Beach Causeway Bridge to the logo.
Wow.
So it looks good. The final design hasn't been approved yet, but it'll be approved fairly shortly. And then he'll get that store up and running again. But he does great things.
Ray, I'd like to invite, once you finalize the decision to design of her, I would like to invite you and Jeremy to come on Drone Nation and maybe show off some designs and talk about it. Is that something you'd like to do?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Jeremy, I'd love to have you come on again and with Ray when you have everything finalized and maybe show us some of the stuff and maybe, see if we can buy some of the gear early or whatever. So Jeremy, please, we'd love to have you on sometime with Ray and talk about the new gear.
And while we're talking about
Jeremy said yes, for sure he's coming on.
All right, good, great. And then you can get your second annual Northeast Drone Meetup merchandise right now.
Really?
Shop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and John, if you want, you can put that link in the chat for the merchandise. Hey, Dominic's in the house. Oh boy, how you doing, Dominic? Good to see you. Watch it all the way in Australia.
I wonder what time it is in Australia, right?
I know. But we appreciate it. There it is. NortheastDroneMeetupShop.com.
Yeah, there we go.
Live and ready.
Shop.
Yep. So, but anyway. So Ron, I tell you, I plan on getting out there and flying some fireworks and I enjoy it, But again, I don't do nothing crazy. I just send the drone up,
Yeah.
and
All
if I
I'm
see
doing.
something I zoom in on it.
Yeah.
And you plan on filming the fireworks with your drone also?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight up over my house because I'm
Yep.
not that far. Film them and then come back. I will come back. All I'm doing is going up and coming down. Like you said,
Exactly.
if I want to get close, I'll use my zoom.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what I
And
do.
maybe I would do one of those little hyperlapse things. That may look good with the fireworks. One of those hyperlapses.
Yes, yes. Thinking about it, a hyperlapse would look cool. Yeah, no
I
doubt
may
about
try
it.
that.
I didn't even think of that. You mentioned it. That's a great idea.
Oh, look, we have a question from John Gregory. He says,
We got a
question.
drone superstar too. Marcus is
Oh,
in the
Marcus
house.
is in there.
So let's see
Hey,
this
now
question
John's
here.
asking, what settings does everyone use for fireworks? Well, that's a good question, John.
Yes,
I
it
don't think
is.
I don't think I use the right settings because mine never come out that great. What does somebody recommend for settings? And I don't think I have the right settings.
I recommend auto.
Dr. Auto, yeah, Dr. Auto.
That's what I recommend.
Yeah. And Jim Strode said he flew fireworks last night for Canada Day.
Okay.
We forgot to mention Canadian Day.
Yeah, right. Happy
Canada
Canadian Day.
Day.
Yeah, very, very good. Yep. Well, anyway. Well, Ron, I got to say thank you for being on. You were a very, very interesting special guest, as I knew you would be. You always are, you know. And again, I take my hat off. Let me get my Northeast Show meetup hat right
There
here.
you go. There you go. Yeah.
And I take my hat off to you and Marcus and DeMarco for your show on Monday nights. I look forward to it every week. Monday at 9 p.m. Drone Nation, the best drone show on YouTube.
Ray, your check will be in the mail here. After that promo. But I want to thank Ray for having me on tonight. It's always an honor to be on the show here, especially the show right before the 4th of July. Ray, this is the 250th anniversary this year, and I mean, you probably remember I was 16 years old when they had the 200th anniversary, and that was a big deal that summer. I remember that was a great summer. The summer of '76. That was a great time back in the day. So. So I'm glad I made it to 250, Ray, but we may not make it to 300 though, right?
Well, I don't think I'll be around, that's for sure. But it's a great country, America, that's for sure. And if you guys are going to get out there and film the fireworks, just have fun doing it, but do it safely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're having a barbecue, don't eat too much.
And stay away from that. Stay away from that red meat if you're older, right, Ray?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Yeah, I gotta eat a lot of chicken now, guy.
Yeah. Or shrimp. You can eat the shrimp on the Barbie.
But anyway, thanks again, Ron, for being on.
You're welcome,
and
Ray.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. Really, I truly appreciate you watching the show tonight. It means so much to me. And I'll have another interesting guest next week, same time, same place. And until then, get out there and fly. Like Johnny and I say, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. Have a good night, everybody, and happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.